Sky bro, give me a ground hoe. I'm Sam.
I've got just the girl for you, buddy. A real porky pig. I'm Jackie.
When one dramatic plane landing just isn't enough, you need Concorde, Airport 79. Also, I'm Justin, on Stinger Madness. Hello and welcome to Stinger Madness. This is a podcast about bad movies for bad movie lovers by bad movie lovers. I'm your host, Justin. With me, you're always Sam and Jackie. This week on the show, currently streaming, well, sort of. Got to pay for it, and I didn't know that last week. Amazon duped me, but it's on Amazon for $4. And if you like George Kennedy in a very tiny cockpit that he doesn't fit in, then go ahead and chuck $4 down. Or you can probably just wait until it comes out on like Tubi. It's going to be on Tubi eventually, right? Like that's where Sam and I saw it the first time. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was on Prime when it was free, but we didn't pay for it. The first time you and I saw
the other
this.
Airports were on Prime too, so it's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Is this
because this is probably the only one that people want to watch at this point.
Is this officially part of the Airport franchise, or is this like hey, if you liked Airport, this one's got Airport in the name?
No, this is part of this is the fourth and final film in the Airport franchise.
Okay, all right, interesting. But it seems like it's a Concorde movie more than an Airport movie.
Well, I'll get to that.
Okay. Jackie,
I kind of want to see.
What do you know about the Concorde?
Nothing.
Okay. Do you know that it's a plane? People rode on it.
Yeah, I know that it's a plane, but
okay.
I mean, I'd heard of Concorde, but I'd never seen one until this movie.
Really? Huh. Okay.
So I kind of thought they were made up for, and then, like it was some stupid ass thing that, like people are like, oh, the Concorde is so fast, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is like some kind of nerd talk, right? Like, this is like sci-fi bullshit that they saw on the Sci-Fi Channel, and now I have to deal with everybody talking about this fast Concorde plane. So until today, I thought it was just nerd talk.
So you thought that like the Concorde was like ancient aliens, like one of those things?
And I think I am frozen.
It's obviously aliens.
It's obviously aliens. I mean, what a strange theory. Well, we'll just fill in the listeners. This is how we're doing things now. Jackie's internet has hung, so she is currently not available. But Sam and I are just going to push. Hey, she's back. Okay, sorry.
I'm back. Sorry, guys, but I did talk about I thought it was nerd talk.
Right. We got that. And I asked you if you thought that it was like ancient aliens.
No, I just thought it was fucking like Stargate or some bullshit like that. And I was like,
fucking thing didn't get like decommissioned until we were like 20.
Right. Like Stargate? Like
we were adults. They still flew this when we were adults.
I don't know. I was just thought it was just nerd.
It's like Stargate.
It's like Stargate.
Stargate. New York to London in 2 hours? That's Stargate bullshit.
It kind of is Stargate.
Concorde. It's
kind of Stargate bullshit in that manner. Like London to, I thought it was 3.5. But either way, when Jackie and I flew from Chicago to England, it was like 10 hours on the big one. It's not a 747, it's 767. It was the biggest plane that there is outside of military. And it took forever. The fact that this thing did it in under 4 is insane. It's just madness.
Mach 2 is really fast. It's like
fast.
5 times faster than a commercial airliner goes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, we need to go back to that. Sam,
the same thing is going to happen that happened with the original Concorde, because this is what I know about the Concorde, other than it's the Concorde crashed during takeoff, which was just complete neglect of the aircraft. When they built this, it's like everything's going to be this. So they thought they were going to get, BAS thought they were going to get like 350 orders immediately. Mm-hmm. They made 20 of these.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, no one can afford it. only seats 90 to 120, depending on the configuration.
Mm-hmm.
And it fucking drinks.
So
it is thirsty.
Our son and I just watched a video about Concorde, actually the new Concorde. And if you want to talk about that, I'll talk about the new Concorde, even though it's not Concorde. But my understanding is that the other problem is the U.S. government. That because we're whiny little bitches, you know, every 4th of July, we fucking blow shit up, blow our own hands off in our faces, and our dogs bark and get scared, and people with PTSD are just supposed to deal with it, I guess. We can do that. We can blow shit up and make a bunch of fucking noise, whatever, because America, but a British airplane that breaks the speed of sound has a sonic boom. And so people are like, it's loud, and complained and bitched enough that Congress put in an act that says over the United States, the continental United States, you cannot break the sound barrier at a certain height. You have to go above a certain height. And Concorde couldn't go to that certain height. It was like 60,000 feet. Like, what the fuck? So they had to slow the goddamn thing down when flying over the continental U.S., and that made the engines run way inefficiently, which burned all the fucking fuel, which means they had to jack up the prices beyond the small what do you call people on a plane?
That's
payload, when the manifest. I don't know. So nobody could afford it.
That was in the 90s, though, because that eliminated the sonic booms over town, too.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get the Air Force sonic booming as constantly, which was a thing that happened. I remember it.
Yeah.
But that really only eliminated the LA to New York Concorde flight. They'd still do the overseas flights. And there was only 20 of them. So it was like, this really doesn't put a hurt on the 20 planes that are in operation.
Well, if you're the CEO of a major airline, are you going to want to buy these expensive planes that you can't even operate in the biggest travel location in the world? No, you're not going to buy them. You want to have all the same planes so you don't have to hire special mechanics for one fucking flight.
Sure, but I feel like the sales problem already existed before the sonic boom kibosh.
Right. Yeah.
Also, to address aviation concerns to the listeners, because apparently people don't know fuck about the F4 Phantom. Is I guess one of the big issues with this when people saw it is like, well, the Concorde goes Mach 2. A Phantom could never catch it. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The Phantom was the fucking fastest plane that had been built.
Yeah.
It broke every fucking record. Not only could it catch it, it was like considerably faster.
And I think
like it went Mach 2.3. It was it's like that's actually an airliner at top speed faster than the Concorde.
I think the other thing about the Phantom is don't quote me on this, but I think it could go to space. Like it could break
it could get
Earth's
up
gravity.
There real high. It can't go as high as it couldn't go as high as the SR-71, but it could get about as high as you wanted to get. Like they never did it again. Mm-hmm. The Phantom was the plane that did it all. It was super fast. It could go super high. It could do Wild Weasel. It could do ground attacks, bomber. Wild Weasel's taken out other air radar stations. So you call it that crazy name because you're about to do something crazy. You're taking on anti-air defenses before they're down. So
you need to be Val Kilmer.
You don't really only do it in a specific capable aircraft, but basically it took 5 planes to replace the Phantom when the U.S. retired it, because there's still like 100 or so of these in operation in Iran, Turkey, and Greece.
Yeah.
Like they're still fucking flying this thing today. That thing it got shot down a lot, but I mean, they made like 6,000 of those. Mm-hmm. It was an achievement.
Yeah, there's one on Facebook.
If you were ever concerned about whether a Phantom could catch the Concorde, it would not be a fucking problem.
It would not.
Actually, quite a few modern planes that the Phantom is faster than. Yeah. So I think it was fucking fast.
Right. Okay. All right. So Concorde has failed. But what else you got on Concorde? Are we done talking about when did Concorde come out?
60s.
Okay. So this is mid Concorde business. The life of the Concorde. This movie comes out not when it's
I think it's the end of the 60s.
new and cool. It's somewhat middle-aged at this point. And this movie's like,
no, we can't be
Concorde.
your wrong idiot on this one. Let's see
Okay.
exactly when Concorde, 65. So I was right.
I mean, it's pretty middle-aged at this point. And they're like, Concorde's cool. I guess. Like, we're pretty used to it by now. We want to do a Concorde movie. And like, there's like 5 of these Concorde movies all within the span of like 8 years. There's just, it's like ninjas. The late 70s to early 80s, everybody went Concorde crazy.
Well, there was a lot of things to go crazy about when Robin Leach started talking about them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because this is totally a lifestyles and the rich and famous thing. Because that's the other part about it. Like, a ticket on the Concorde was not cheap because it only seats 100 people, and it's thirsty.
My understanding was it was $12,000 in today's money. Not there. That in today's
adjusted
money,
for inflation.
Yes, $12,000 to fly that New York to London flight. Like,
Push.
I mean, now this is after the government regulation, and all that stuff, and they gas shortages. But the worst it ever got was 12,000. Oh, what the hell! Now, to put that in context, one time Jackie and I looked at flights from a direct from St. Louis to San Juan, and it was $1,500. So I mean, I don't know, 12,000. I guess it could happen if you're flying at Mach 2.
Yeah, I mean, that's a luxury flight.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of other flights to get there. You need to get there now because time is money. So
You
zing,
gotta.
zing, zing.
Your kid's your kid's in the hospital. He doesn't have a heart. He's just sitting there with no heart. You got to get him a heart, and you found one on the side of the road. You got a Concorde. You got to get on the Concorde.
Yeah, I feel like that storyline was fixed with a couple of phone calls. Like, you know what? You need to find one over there. We've got like Paris Hilton's mom needs to get on. So
Right.
no, Timmy needs to find a heart on that side of the pond is what needs to happen.
The collapse of Concorde. The influencers.
Yeah.
Okay. What about what was the other thing I was going to talk about on this? I can't remember. The cast. You want to go into the cast, Sam?
Oh, yeah, no, I'll get through. Let me just go through my
Okay.
spiel. It's a
All
whole
right.
order.
All right.
So you'd already asked, this is an official airport sequel, the fourth and final of the film, which is known as they are ensemble cast disaster films, and they got markedly lower billing as they went on. So you start with Burt Lancaster and Dean Martin in the first one. George Kennedy is in all 4.
Okay. Good for
George
him.
Kennedy's he's a ground crew guy in the first one.
Okay,
I don't
so-
know how he becomes an ace pilot because he has the same fucking name.
He's
for
got the
all of
same.
them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's the same character.
That is excellent.
Something happens between 77 and 79 where he got 30 years of flight experience, where he had that, but he was shell shocked. So he was doing like ground crew in one of them. And then he was doing like air traffic control in another one or whatever. Right.
Yeah.
75's Charlton Heston and Karen Black.
Mm-hmm.
77's Jack Lemmon and Lee Grant.
Mm.
And then we get to this one, which really, really skates in and matches its budget. It cost $14 million. It made $13 million.
Yeah.
But let's look at the cast list because arguably George Kennedy is the lead in this
Absolutely.
film, but he's actually billed 5th.
Right.
And why would he be billed 5th? Because first you have Alain Delon and Sylvia Crystal in billing.
Nope. Don't know them.
Then you've got Susan Blakely and Robert Wagner in billing. And then there's 2 things specifically that happen beyond this. Sure, they're not going to see all $55 million that this makes overseas, because in France and most of Europe at this point, Alain Delon's Brad fucking Pitt. He puts butts in seats, and he's a little frustrated. This is kind of funny because he's frustrated that he hasn't broken into the American market, and he signs on to this film, which is basically just a scrape the bottom of the barrel. This is going to make it worse for you in the American market. you're going to do great overseas because that's why we hired you, is because what we're trying to do here is break even at the theater so that we can sell the rights, probably made 10 million off of the overseas rights. The ticket sales of 55 get distributed among those who bought the distribution rights, as that usually works. But they immediately made profit off of this last gasp of the airport films. But then it's not done because they're going to take their other distribution lane where they can just scrape up another 10 million. So provided that they break even at the American theater, which they did, they're going to rake in 20 mil because what happens after is they turn this into a 3-hour TV event, which is where Robert Wagner and Susan Blakely come in.
Okay.
Is that now is a $10 million product for NBC or whoever aired it.
Sure.
And that's why this thing is a discombobulated fucking mess, is because it is just a cash grab with only the threads of airport formula, which themselves are poor. Let's be honest. Airplane doesn't get made if these were good movies.
No, it does not.
It does not. Yeah, so there's some other people that are notably in the first one. Van Heflin is in it.
Ooh, Van Heflin.
Helen Reddy and Linda Blair are in the second one. Darren McGavin, Christopher Lee, and Gil Gerard are in the third one. In this one, we've already mentioned Sylvia Crystal. Jackie, who's Sylvia Crystal?
Billy's mom.
I don't know.
She's the love interest of Elaine Delon, the pilot. You should put that together because I was like, these are the butts in the seats for the foreign market. She is, of course, Emmanuelle. Sultry, exotic Emmanuelle. This is 10 years past that. I mean, she still looks good, but
I haven't seen that.
No, I haven't either. But I know who Emmanuelle is.
It's pre-porn porn, basically.
We're not
pre-porn. It's like
I think she just goes around
classy,
I think she shops.
Erotic films, but basically it's a jack-off movie.
I think she just goes around and shops in scandalous outfits, and everybody's like, "Oh, la mer."
No, she gets pretty naked. I've seen it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. She's in like 3 of 5 or 4 of 6 or whatever. She's the most prominent Emmanuelle in the first one, and she did later Chatterley's Lover and a lot of other erotic films before trying to get taken seriously in other films like this, which this is another one where she's like, I'd like to get taken seriously in American films. I'm going to sign up to Airport 79. And they're like, we brought you in specifically because most of Europe can draw your tits from memory. And they want to see you bone Elaine Delon. Susan Blakely, I guess it was Rich Man, Poor Man was her Golden Globe. That's why she's a thing, right?
Okay.
Robert Wagner's a thing because Robert Wagner's a thing. Eddie Albert was in it from Green Acres.
Okay.
Bibi Anderson's the hooker that George Kennedy sleeps with. She's from like The Seventh Sign and some other classier. Did you catch your sightings of Sybil Danning as Eddie Albert's wife?
I miss Sybil Danning. I did not see her.
She was the Eddie Albert, the guy that owns the airplane that comes up to tell racist jokes in the cop. Yeah, that was Sybil Danning.
Wow,
playing his wife.
She should have gone on. Like, she should tell Terry Garr to take a hike on your list because she, like in the 80s, she looks pretty silly. She was gorgeous at this point in time. Wow.
In the early 70s, she was really something else.
Before the bolt-ons, that was something. Jesus, Sybil. Also, Ed Begley, I noticed, was...
Ed Begley Jr. with goggles on.
Where was he?
He was the guy on the ski patrol. Because ski patrol's going to come save the day. So there's the guy in the goggles on ski patrol radar, and I was like looking for him because this is the third time I've seen this now. And I'm like, I never remembered Ed Begley being in this. And so I'm watching out for him. And when you're ready for it, and he's like, yes, sir, we're getting ready down here. It's like no mistaking because Ed Begley Jr. cannot be... Even not when Ed like Begley laden in a snowshoe with goggles on, you're like, that is fucking Ed Begley Jr. right there.
I did recognize him right away. I was like, I know that guy. I don't know his name, but I know exactly who that is, and that guy's famous too.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does he have
Jimmy
such
Walker,
a small part?
Yeah, I was going to say you haven't mentioned two of the finest actors that have ever graced the silver screen, Charo and J.J. Walker. Dynamite!
Dynamite. Jimmy Walker from Good Times. Charo's in there. You've got David Warner.
Where did Charo go? Because she only has one scene and then she's gone. Like,
well, she wasn't even like
Charo.
She just like got on. I think there's a. We can't save it for later now because you ask. I don't think she has a ticket. I think she's just trying to sneak on there to feel rich and famous because she wasn't on there in New York or whatever. She just tries to get on the Moscow flight. She has no reason to take a Chihuahua to Moscow. She's just trying to get on the Concorde because she saw Robin Leach talk about it.
Gucci. That's how she got on.
So she just gets on to be cool.
What was Charo's deal? Oh, go ahead, Jackie.
I don't know.
I also want to know the answer to that. But did you guys catch that J.J. Walker's name in the film was Boise?
Oh, no,
yes.
I didn't.
Yeah, it is.
He's also credited
spelled a little differently, but it is Boise.
He's also credited
I was wondering if it was spelled the same way, but
Jimmy Walker rather than J.J. Walker.
He's Jimmy Walker because his character in Good Times is J.J.
Oh, I thought his stage name was J.J.
No,
Walker.
no.
Oh, shit.
J.J. Evans Jr. in Good Times, and Jimmy Walker is his name.
Okay.
Charo is a lady that fucking dances around and does weird.
I think she was
does
on
that.
Not Hee Haw. What was the other? Oh, Rowan and Martin's Laughing. I think she was on that.
Yeah.
She
does flamenco guitar.
Wasn't she also married to Donald Trump at one point?
No. You're thinking of Ivana. Not even close. Char's a tasteful lady. Tasteful lady.
Is she?
Okay.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Char's awesome. Okay. She rules.
All right.
If she was on Rowan and Martin's Laughing, she is a cool person.
That's true. I mean, she was great in this. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it. It was a breath of fresh air. We got as the flight engineer, David Warner, who's had an illustrious career, but on this podcast, I will never name him as anything other than the bad guy from Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Good point.
Yeah, but he's the bad guy from Tron. Avery Schreiber's in there. John Davidson is the guy that's boning he was like a singer and a soap opera guy. He was boning the gymnast in the movie. That's really about it.
Okay. It's a good cast. It's a good ensemble.
It's a good cast.
I approve of it.
Cicely Tyson, the mom of she's probably more Tony oriented, but she was a big deal in that respect. Monica Lewis is actually in the third one as well, the singer lady, but I think she just plays a lady who gets uncomfortable and screams in the third one. And we're supposed to just not care that happened, or that now that our man Joe Petroni is now an ace pilot. He wasn't before in the other three movies.
And he's
whatever.
Probably one of the most technically challenging aircraft that's ever existed.
I also want to know what the deal is with the lady in the bathroom.
She's comic relief. What do you mean? What's her deal?
It was a joke that took 4 tries when she came out and says the bathroom's broken.
Yeah,
and you're supposed to be like, ah ha ha.
What she is, Jackie. She's a silly poop lady.
Here's something that you might not expect. Writer Eric Roth would go on to adapt several novels into films. One of them being Forrest Gump. Another being The Insider. The other being The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Okay. I've heard of those.
He also wrote Extremely Loud, Incredibly Close, The Good Shepherd, Dune 1 and 2, Mank, and Killers of the Flower Moon. Wow. This guy would leave this and be like, throw Oscars at my face, please.
Yeah. Huh. How about that?
Whereas director David Kell-Rich did not. He actually directed 2. And this is another one where you're like, okay, you guys are fucking just cashing in right now. Because the two of the 3 previous movies this guy did were spoofs, or not spoofs, but mockbusters of Airport. He did Horror at 37,000 Feet and SST Death Flight directly before this. So he's making copies of their franchise, and they bring him in for this one.
Just get the copy guy.
Yeah, exactly. I guess he would be known. He also did, which I did not know this existed, but I'm kind of curious about it now. Have Rocket Will Travel with the Three Stooges. He directed that as well.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm curious now. 1959 Stooges.
Yeah, it's pretty late in the game.
This was met with laughter in studio screenings, out loud laughter, to the point that they're like, well, this isn't going to foil our plan to cash in the way that we're going to cash in, because we pretty much already have these sales contracts signed, sealed, and delivered. We've got our extra $20 million. We're breaking even if we don't rake in our break even. But we might think about billing this as a comedy. And so some territories and some movie posters, they actually build this as a comedy because it was getting laughed at so much in test screenings.
You didn't get why people were laughing if you're billing this as a comedy. You're not in on the joke, bud.
No.
All right, so are we ready to get into it? Sam, Jackie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so Concorde, this whole movie takes place on one Concorde. There's not multiple Concordes. This isn't like a line of Concordes. There's just one Concorde in this whole movie, maybe. But how things get started is it's coming in from France to Washington, I believe, and there's nobody on the plane, and I'm very confused by that. It's
been refit for sale, and Eddie Albert's character Eli Sands has bought it, and he's going to start doing the Atlantic wing with his airline carrier, whatever that is. So this is just a shuttle.
Why didn't he buy one in the stateside? Buy one that's already there. They're expensive to fly, and you're just flying it over with nobody in it. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do that, but he did that.
Whatever these people are, whatever their motivation is, there's some sort of, like, I would call them eco-terrorists, but I don't think they care about the environment. They're just people with an agenda against Concorde. They're like, we're going to shut this thing down. We're going to stop this whole Concorde business because they're loud, I guess. But let's light off some fireworks, kids. Anybody got a Miller? So they have a hot air balloon that they blow up on a runway. Like, you could just do that. And they float up in front of the Concorde, and the Concorde pilots are like, shit, hot air balloon, pull up. And it's like, dude, just land it. They're not in your way.
Also, let's just pretend that in 1979, the grounds crew didn't have 2 ex-gunnery sergeants.
Yeah, right.
That would just go kick the living shit out of you if you crossed the fence. Let alone had enough time to get an air balloon anywhere near there.
It takes
it's just not going to happen.
An hour and a half to blow one of those up.
They have a hard time in the film. They're not doing a good job getting it aired up. They're making all kinds of noise. It's a fucking air balloon that you can see from about anywhere.
Yep. I like when they pull up, one of the flight attendants, even though flight attendant, there's nobody on the freaking plane. He goes just tumbling backwards. He takes a total, I don't know, it's like when you are doing a back spring or a somersault, backward somersault, and then you spring up and do a flip. He does one of those numbers, and it's pretty funny. It's a good stunt. But they missed the terror balloon. Also, so they cut to the news, and this movie is a freaking mess.
They cut to exposition news at 10.
Yeah, exposition that I am pretty sure. I know that you went through the trivia and everything on this, but there is no way that the guy doing the play-by-play on the newscast is not Harry Shearer. I mean, I listened to it 4 times. It's fucking Kent Brockman.
It could have been Ed Begley Jr.
Did Ed Begley Jr. ever work on The Simpsons?
Ed Begley Jr. was part of Fireside Theater. When he's not doing his normal thing, he can do voices.
He can do Kent Brockman?
It could have been, I don't see anything about Harry Shearer, but Harry Shearer will take cash and go uncredited.
Harry Shearer will take the cash and go uncredited. But I'm pretty sure it's freaking Harry Shearer. If you guys watch this, wait for the newscast and just be like, that's not Kent Brockman? Tell us that's not Kent Brockman. I'm pretty sure it is. Anyways, so what we got in the news is there's a company called Smith & Wesson or something like that. Smith & Harrison or
Harrison Defensive Developments or something.
They are building a drone missile that isn't a drone missile at all. It's just a missile.
No. It's just a missile with a really poorly thought out guidance system.
It's told to us, though, that it's got a brilliant guidance system. This is top tier guide. Nobody's ever guided a goddamn missile like this. Missile guides itself, baby. That's what they're telling us. But this thing's a piece of shit.
It's got stereophonic 3D cameras.
Yeah.
Okay, what tells it what it's looking at? We didn't think about that part.
So they demo this thing, and they fucking launch it at a pretend Phantom and blow it up. Those things,
and they're like, this thing reaches Mach 2, and I'm like, well, don't step on it in that Phantom.
Right. But dude, you guys just blew up a $23 million plane. There may have been a buttload of them, but they're still not fucking cheap.
In 79, the Phantom is like starting to get replaced. And it's like when they're bringing in the F-15s and the F-14s and the F-16s and the F-18s and the fucking A-10s, because that's how many planes it took to replace this fucking thing.
Right.
These are getting repurposed because they're just too good.
Yeah. I guess maybe they couldn't use a Cessna or something to blow it up because it had to be a fast jet.
Well, I can tell you why they did the Phantom here is because it has one less green screen or blue screen job they have to do.
Right.
So the Phantom that they're shooting down is like beaming, blooming, ugly fucking red. It's because they just did a fucking chroma crank on the original one that they're going to use to attack the plane later. This is just a cost cutter.
That they went down.
That's the only reason it's a Phantom, is so that they can have a Phantom chase it down, because somebody read enough to be like, well, what can catch the Concorde? And somebody was like, oh, a fucking Phantom could do it. No problem.
Also, you can get them at your local hobby store. We'll just build one of the plastic models.
Plastic models are readily available for the F4 Phantom right now.
Yeah.
And the Concorde probably as well.
What checks?
Why does it start with F? Is it like for Fast 18?
Fucking awesome.
Fighter.
Are you sure?
Fuck you, enemies.
Because fucking awesome. Because fucking awesome sounds like way better than fighter.
Fuck your face, terrorists.
Fuck your face, other people that don't have F-15s.
Fuel flatulence. But they just got rid of one of the Fs.
Or, because it was primarily used in Vietnam, it was actually F stood for pho, but they didn't realize that pho, because they really liked pho. That was what you did when you went to Vietnam, right? Is you just sat around the campfire eating pho. That's what I've heard. Tell ghost stories, eating pho. It's good. Guess pho, not pho fans. What you want to pho you, Justin?
Well, at least you got yourself there.
I like pho. It's from Vietnam, okay?
It's very good. It's very good soup.
Okay. Let's move on. We get introduced to two of our favorite characters in the movie. A Russian gymnast, a gold medalist, has traveled the world, and a reporter by the name of Robert Palmer.
You're going to have to face it. You're addicted to grooming gymnasts from abroad. Because this is like the first of creepy fuck.
Oh, yeah. It's bad.
And there's a lot of creepy fuck happening in this movie.
She says she's 24 at the time, and they met 4 years ago, so he was 20.
No, she was 20.
Or she was 20 when they first met.
And he was 36.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that doesn't stop other old fuckers from.
I loved Robert Palmer. Like, I loved Robert Palmer. At the peak of any of your guys' musical taste, like Jackie, if you're into Tay-Tay at a certain point in your life, Sam, you're into Primus at a certain point in your life. Both of those passions combined are eclipsed from my love of 1987's Robert Palmer when I was in live in 1987. I loved him. Couldn't get enough. I found him simply irresistible.
I always thought, like, you're watching Addicted to Love, the music video, and you see all the other shit that's happening on MTV. And one, you're like, this is a fucking good tune right here. Yeah, sure. Number one. Two, this guy doesn't give a shit how stupid of an asshole everybody else is being. He's dressed nice.
Yeah, he's looking slick.
Robert Palmer's a classy guy.
Yeah. Wasn't he in one of the other bands before being Robert Palmer? Like,
I don't know.
I think he was in some group. Like not a very popular group, but maybe had a couple, maybe top 40 hits, not top 10, but no.
The Power Station.
Yeah, Power Station. Power Station.
Yeah.
The Alan Bowen set and Checkered Past.
Yeah, Power Station's who I'm thinking of. Anyways, Robert Palmer is not the actor in this movie, but that's the character's name. It's hilarious. And so they have a relationship and it's icky. We'll just go ahead and skip. Even though despite like that they do have a relationship and she is 25, also the Russian gym coach, I guess, or maybe she's her handler, doesn't like it. She's not supposed to be having this relationship with a man. Like, no, you focus on gym. Dude, bitch, I'm 25. You know?
Well, you know what? Like, this is early enough that they probably still have like worries of penises jarring the uterus loose and causing hysteria and costing a gold medal.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Not the...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times that has happened to me. Mm-hmm. And that's why I go fucking ape shit nuts sometimes and just do stupid shit because, you know.
Yeah, because of cock and uteruses.
Yeah, my uterus gets jarred.
Bicycles. Space. Time Jackie went to space.
I go over a speed bump too fast and it's like, oh my God.
Her uterus once flipped upside down.
Yeah, tried to kill someone with a knife.
Yeah. That was a weird day. Okay, so meanwhile, George Kennedy has entered the picture. I love him, and I will never stop unapologetically loving George Kennedy. I don't care.
I thought it was great that like he gets like somebody taxis him out to the Concorde so that he can admire all of her beauty. And I kind of liked all these shots because it really showed you just how big planes are. And you really don't think about it because you're in the airport. You're kind of at eye level with the plane, you know, so you don't realize just how big these things are. But he's a big dude and he's standing next to this thing. And I'm like, kind of odd, just a little during these shots.
This isn't Stargate bullshit. It's real.
This guy's standing in one. Oh my God. And here I thought this was just bullshit from Stargate.
She also thought George Kennedy was ancient aliens. There's no way a man could be that big. This is nerd shit. Okay. Yeah, fuck you, Robert Wagner. What the hell did you ever do? Fucking top billing. George Kennedy was in fucking Cool Hand Luke, dick.
I think Alain Delon had top billing.
Okay. Well, fuck you. You weren't in Cool Hand Luke, dick.
No. He's in some pretty rad shit, though.
Some pretty rad shit. Before this. And he's in rad shit
Samurai is before
after
this. 74.
Yeah. Like, George Kennedy's my dude. Love him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I don't.
He's great because he's just the biggest dick on the planet.
In real life?
No,
Oh.
I met him. He was super nice.
Yeah.
In this movie, he just is a giant waving penis.
Oh yeah, he's not a
He's Dick Johnson,
he's not a prick.
flying penis guy.
He is the physical representation of a penis.
Yeah.
Not mean, a mean cock. He's just a big dong.
Just a big dong.
Come on, guys.
And it's like funny
His wife-
because like their conversation is he walks up to Elaine Delon and he's like, I am a bigger penis than you. And Elaine Delon's like, yes, but I am a very efficient and purposeful penis. And he's like, I like that. That's basically every conversation they have until they're like, all right, you are a great big penis and I am a good normal penis. Let's have sex with ladies.
He is Kool-Aid Man's penis. That's who. Oh yeah, as he busts through the fucking wall, he's Kool-Aid Man's penis, which is fucking cool. Right? I mean, Kool-Aid's penis is gonna be a cool penis. Okay, so meanwhile, there's a whistleblower who comes into this news reporter's house, and he works for this Smith & Western company, and he's like, dude, so I found out that turns out we've been selling weapons to like everybody in that whole Iran-Contra thing that hasn't happened. Pineapple Face, we got him some guns, and Saddam around at this point. I guess his dad.
Not yet.
Maybe.
No, he is, but we're paying him.
Kim Jong Sr., we got him some guns. Fidel, we got Fidel's there. We got Fidel guns.
Yeah.
We got Fidel some guns. Khrushchev, he's dead. Brezhnev, that's who we're sending weapons to the Chechens. The Chechens were kind of cool, so I don't know if that's bad. But
all of the people that we are selling these guns to, it's like, so how did we get a hold of all these Russian weapons?
Right. Right. Mujahideen. Okay, so she's like, shit, that's not good, but whatever, I'll take some notes and I'll look into it. And right as he's like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you later. I'll get you the documents. And guy comes in and shoots him. No. And then she runs
it's like the worst hitman ever.
He's bad at it.
Just like, hello, bing, bing. And then he misses her about 6 times.
Because she's so fast, right? She's in
That's
a bathrobe.
when I went from exposition news at 10 to action news at 11:30.
Yeah,
because she's action packed in her bathrobe.
If you can't hit a woman at the range of 10 feet when she's in a bathrobe, you're a bad hitman. You're not good at your job. Anyway, she gets upstairs. She hits him with a rake. She ends up on the roof. It's kind of funny. And
is that her greenhouse? Does she have
I think it's her greenhouse.
She has an upstairs green.
Yeah.
Her house is expensive.
Yeah, no, she's doing real well at News at 10.
Yeah.
Maybe she's like Walter Cronkite level in this universe.
She can't be. She's got to be. Well, no, they didn't say that. She could be actual network anchor. They didn't say that she was. Even if she was just New York, she's doing okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, she gets away because somebody pulls an alarm and he runs off. So now she's like, oh shit, this is real. So she goes straight to the only person who could actually be involved in these weapons deals and have instant motivation to stop the story. Her friend, who is like her boyfriend or lover, I don't know. Their relationship seems not that tight enough to have a label on it. But either way, he's the only person at the company who could authorize these large weapons deals to foreign countries. He's the only one. He's the manager of international sales. And she goes to him and is like,
she's the
hey, have you been
owner?
selling
He's
to terrorists?
the company.
And she, like, he's going to kill you, you idiot. If it's actually true, he is going to, you got to do your research first and find out if these contracts are true or get the documentation that shows it first. Don't tell him.
She has to, like, if she's a hard-hitting journalist, she has to know, like, somebody to call that owes her something.
Right.
For protection before she talks to this guy. Instead, she just goes directly to her boyfriend and she's like, hey, that guy that worked for you got shot in my house by some guy that you paid to shoot him. Is this true? And he's like,
yes.
No.
No. Did I say yes?
And then she's like, how did you get so many 60s era Soviet weapons to sell? He's like, that would be impossible.
Yeah. Ha ha ha! I'm too rich to sell illegal weapons. No, that's who sells illegal weapons.
Illegal weapons is yeah.
You're never too rich to sell illegal weapons. That's what you do when you own an illegal weapon rich guy store, is sell them to the brave warriors of the Mujahideen. You son of a bitch. Okay, so later, George Kennedy, he tries to fit inside the Concorde and doesn't, so they have to build a set around him that is representative of the Concorde, because he's too big. These are small cockpits. Why did you cast George Kennedy? I love it, but he should be punching guys on the ground. He shouldn't be flying. No, he can do whatever he wants. He's George Kennedy, but he's too big to be the pilot of Concorde. Like, if you're his co-pilot, you'd be like, dude, a little elbow room? Come on, man.
Yeah. I've met some guys that are...
Mansplaining.
Is
that man?
Spreading.
Manspreading. And he's like, I'm not. That's just how big my nuts are, and I have to let them hang there.
I'm a huge dong.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what happened, Sam. He was down there guiding planes, with the little flashy orange things. And they're like, dude, you're Kool-Aid Man's cock. You can't be down here. Get up in that plane, you silly guy.
Get in the plane.
Okay. So they load up the plane. We want to go with the tip of the cliche characters that get crammed into these, or we're going to skip that for typical disaster
let's just
movie?
Skip it.
Okay. They're pretty typical.
I just think we skip ahead to where all of a sudden Eddie Albert's telling a joke with a camel in it, and you're like, glad you cut that most of the way off.
No shit.
Oof.
But either way, we should mention that Maggie, the plot of the movie, is on this flight. For some reason, she is taking the documentation to Russia.
Well, no, there is a reason for this, because right before she gets on the plane, a crazy woman in a wheelchair rolls up as fast as she possibly can. I'm pretty sure somebody pushed her off set because her hands were just kind of hovering over the wheels.
Okay.
And she's like, Maggie. And then she hands her a flight bag.
Mm-hmm.
And then the boyfriend walks creepily along while she's trying to board the plane on a sand dune thing.
Mm-hmm. But why was she going to Russia?
She was covering the flight of the Concorde. It was the first American Concorde.
No, it was not.
It's not, but that's what they're telling us.
Well, they're fucking
And there's
assholes.
the Olympics. She's just got a lot to do over there.
Okay. Yeah, the Olympics were in Russia in 1980.
Yes, they were.
So that checks out, even though America was not.
Yeah.
We boycotted. Isn't that? No, they boycotted us. They boycotted
No, I
LA.
thought we boycotted them.
Then how did the Miracle on Ice take place?
Was that in 80?
Or was that in 76?
No, that was in 80. So we were there.
No, we were in Russia. We were in Moscow. They didn't come to LA. Those fucking bastards. Mr. Gorbachev, come to the Olympics. That's what he said. Mr. Gorbachev.
No thanks, I'm good.
I don't know. I don't know why they're going to Moscow. It says that the fucking Winter Olympics were in Lake Placid.
Oh, yeah, the winners would have been in 78.
Nope, it's 1980. They used to be the same year.
Oh, yeah, they used to be the same year. Huh. I don't know when the Miracle on Ice I guess it just happened in New York. That it kind of takes the majesty away from Miracle on Ice, not their achievement, but like the story. If we beat them on their home turf, that would have been cool. But instead, we beat them here.
Okay. This lines up. It was in Lake Placid in 1980, but also in Moscow for the summer. I don't know how it used to work.
Nor do I. Okay. And who signed off on that? Let's have. I mean, the fucking writer of Rocky IV, did he sign up? That was a terrible idea. Look, I know Munich was bad, but like, I mean, Munich was really fucking bad. I'm not telling jokes about Munich, but seriously, whose idea was it to have Russia versus, I mean, that's a bad idea. This is the height of the Cold War. Idiots, put it in neutral territory like fucking Rio. It's a pretty good place to have, the Olympics. Dum-dums. Maybe Rio
was that the place that didn't have clean water for the athletes, and they told them you can't take a shower because the water will kill you?
Rio. Yeah.
And Sochi, I thought.
Sochi had a little bit of that.
And we did boycott the Summer Olympics after winning the Miracle on Ice. Seems like kind of a dick move.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know, man. That's freaking weird. I'm glad I was only a small child at that point. Okay, so Maggie's on the plane. And Robert Wagner's not. There's a bus full of no, there's not children. There's one child, old lady that has bowels. J.J. Walker, or not J.J. Walker, Jimmy Walker. Apparently,
Boise.
Yeah, Jimmy Walker's got a traveling companion with him. Are they in a band or are they something else?
It kind of seems like she's getting ready for like a special appearance at the Olympics or something.
She's Celine Dion.
Near, far, wherever they're going.
So, I feel like she could find other sax men.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like they have a companionship.
Mm-hmm.
And that he probably shares the weed.
Yeah.
Because she knows exactly what's happening, and she's like, oh, like, if only I had the guts to go in the bathroom and smoke a joint.
It's for glaucoma.
I'm working up to it.
Yeah.
Or even if it's not sexual, like, they're partners professionally.
Right.
They're friends.
Because there's nobody else in the band, it's just these two.
Mm-hmm.
So they're either
totally
romantically
friends.
involved or, like, they've both been kicked around this business long enough that they're better together just as a jazz team.
She's captain and he's Tennille.
Sure.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay, so Concorde takes off. At the same time, the missile people are running a missile test at the same time, coincidentally. Oh, that's weird. And Kevin, Robert Wagner's character, he's like, he calls into the cockpit, which is a thing you can do. Like, he just picks up the phone and is like, Captain, can I talk to Maggie? So Maggie gets on the phone and he's like, what's up? And she's like, well, I've got documentation that says you were selling weapons to Chechnyan rebels, even though they're kind of cool. But they're technically our enemy because we're trying to, I don't know. Either way, it's complex. It's a weird geopolitical, the whole map is all messed up for it. But you shouldn't be doing that. Reagan said you can't. Wait, this is 79. Jimmy Carter said you can't. And you're in trouble, mister, if this is true. And I'm going to go to Moscow and tell it on the news in Moscow. And he's like, okay, bye. And he hangs up the phone. And apparently there was a scene that didn't happen in front of us because now his pal that he's had clandestine meetings with at the Smith and Western Company is pushing buttons on the missile to guide it towards Concorde, even though Robert Wagner's character kind of seems like surprised that the missile's heading towards Concorde now.
He's not able to do this.
Okay.
So he just like gets on an Apple II and changes some numbers, and now the missile's going to shoot down the Concorde.
Oh, right. Oh, you mean
there's a lot of wireless communication happening.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And also, how did he get around the abort self-destruct sequence. They just push the buttons and nothing happens.
Yeah, like I think he deleted the line that had all of the override commands.
That's how you do that.
Yeah, that's how you do that.
It's not.
There was easily, like, what I would say, at least 8 lines of code running this missile.
Yeah, at least 8. I mean, it's pretty complex. Run.exe was one of them. Install.bat was 2. Quote unquote echo hello world number 3.
Yeah.
Whoa, the technology. Also, self-destruct sequences aren't controlled by a computer. They are hard. Like, it's a detonator inside. It's not. It's a little radio attached so that the computer can't override, if it gets fucked up. You idiots.
We have the entire system running through an Apple II. How exactly are you doing that right now?
Right. Also, how did you afford one? My God, fancy pants.
My God.
You should get on
Actually,
the Concorde.
an Apple II wouldn't have even been out yet.
No.
That's just an IBM. Mm-hmm. That's a business machine right there.
Yeah. Okay. Where we got? So the NORAD or whoever, I don't know, is like, oh no, there's a missile flying at the Concorde. So they call in George Kennedy and they're like, George Kennedy, you got a military test missile headed your way. You're going to have to do something about it. And he's like, well, good thing I took those missile evasive maneuver classes,
He says he was in Vietnam.
Yeah, of course he was. Of course he was.
He flew every plane.
Every single plane.
He's made out with every girl in the world.
I kissed so many girls, all the girls in the world.
He's Krispy Kreme of planes.
Yep.
So he starts dodging this thing, and look, the Concorde's an achievement in engineering and an amazing piece of human ingenuity.
It's a dart. She doesn't turn.
It's a fucking dart, man. It goes fast in one direction. Jesus Christ. And this thing's doing fucking barrel rolls left and right. Oh, yeah. It's pretty bad. And the effects are terrible. Oh my God.
This is really, really bad blue screen. This is like this and Megaforce. Mm-hmm. It's bad.
It's pretty bad. But the freaking missile can't hit it. Like, he's like, whoa. No. And he can't see it. Like, the other thing is, like, this movie implies that you can just, like, turn your head and look out the back of an airplane and see a missile on your tail. You can't do that.
No.
It's behind you. I mean, there's not a rear view mirror in this thing. You got to rely on your radar and shit. But he's just like, here it comes. Woo-hoo-hoo! And it's like, 0. And then it turns around and comes back out. Oh, trying to go. Whoa.
Yeah. The flight, the in-cockpit flying action that they're doing is hilarious.
It's very funny.
The people in the passenger area are hilarious. Mm-hmm. And the green screen toys on screen, or blue screen at this point, and the way that it's moving is just so improbably terrible that this is the first time you see this, you're in tears laughing.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is so fucking funny. And what's weirder is they're going to do it again times 10, and it's way funnier.
Yes. So the F-15s finally get scrambled, and they're there, and oh Jesus, they're gonna shoot this thing. It's gonna dodge it or whatever, and it's gonna be this dramatic thing. The F-15s just blow it right out of the sky. This missile is a piece of shit. Why? What is it? What does it do? Because it can't hit a commercial aircraft. It can't hit one. And, like, it's as fragile as a Pinto. What's the point of it? Why are we you're blowing up fucking Phantoms with it. They're flying in a straight line. Obviously don't have pilots in them. It's not remote control. The thing isn't remote controlled. You just tell it a heading, and that's where it goes. This is the thing we want you to hit. So it's a heat-seeking missile. It's a guided missile. We already had those, and they worked good. You idiots. We don't need this piece of shit. I think the easiest thing on the planet to hit should be a commercial aircraft. It's bad, and it happens. Thanks, fucking Putin, you asshole. But, it's... I mean, there's fucking...
There's like no more... They go on the most predictable paths.
Yes.
Because they're flight logged for it.
There's fishermen in the South Atlantic, and then there's commercial airlines. Too soon? Too soon? I mean, they're easy to hit. I'm just saying. It's not good in either case, but you built a piece of shit missile. It sucks. You're fired.
It's a piece of shit missile.
You are fired. You spent... You blew up a Phantom for this thing. We could have just not... We could have sold the Phantom and made like $20 million. You're fired.
Well, like when he shoots down the Phantom in the first test video, it doesn't like try to evade.
No.
It just flies at sub-cruising speed and gets hit.
It's
like that's neat.
10 feet off the
This
ground
missile sucks.
as well, where the Phantom gets hit. It just took off.
It's not a good missile.
It's a piece of shit, and it's horrendously expensive, and there's like a control room of like 30 guys just to make it work.
And it doesn't even have room for... Because the front of it comes open and it's got all the cameras, and I know at this point how many guts those have.
Mm-hmm.
There's not any room for a warhead on this thing.
It sucks. It's
just a flying piece of metal.
Yeah.
Maybe it hits something.
Yeah. Maybe. You know what? I've got it. Birds. Let's just get birds up there. Our odds of the birds hitting a plane are way better.
Yes, we hit it, sir. Why isn't it blown up or going down? Because that's all we can do is hit it. Probably fucked up that paint real nice, though.
That'll take them a day.
Yeah.
They're going to have to blend that when they try to fix it. Oh, man. They're going to be so pissed.
But you're never going to be able to hide that dent.
Okay. So Kevin's like, "Oh, damn it. They've shot down my plane." So, my missile. So he gets on his own plane and he's like, "I'm going to call you in France guy. I don't know if you're my boss, but you work for the same company as I do, whatever. I'm going to be there overnight. Get something put together." Okay, sure. Cool. We'll do. Meanwhile, the Concorde's 1 hour out of Paris. And the bad guy company has their own man, a mercenary who has an F-14 Phantom that they can just... F4 Phantom. Riggy diggy diggy. Hello.
Yeah.
You want me to do what now? Okay. Yeah, I could do that. I can shoot down a commercial aircraft. Did you try your missile? But yeah, it didn't work. Okay. Yeah, I'll give it a go. So they hire a guy.
No one else would have one of these. Like, this is the year that the Shah is being deposed in Iran. Mm-hmm. That's the very first of the F4s that get lost right there. Is this year. There's no one with a rogue F4 in 79. Halfway through 79, there's like 200 of them because the Shah's turned over, and then all of a sudden, all of those F4s are now Iran's.
This is F4G22 requesting permission to move to runway R29. Do you come in, Paris de Gaulle Airport? Yeah.
Do you come in?
Yeah, you're in an F4 Phantom, right? And you've got missiles. I can see your missiles that you have on it. Permission to use our runway? Yeah, go ahead, random guy. Yeah, you're cleared for takeoff with your missiles, random guy. No, there's no freaking hitman that you can call?
Yeah. I need you to call somebody with an F4 to shoot that down. Okay.
All right.
Who the fuck is that?
He calls-
The Shah can't, the Ayatollah can't get them that far. They don't have refueling.
Lance Hendrick picks up at the Continental and he's like, I'm sorry. We don't have that.
He's like, I can get you a Cessna with a guy in it and maybe a 7mm.
He double taps. He'll shoot somebody in the balls and then in the face. Can he take down a commercial airplane? You know, I don't think we've ever tried that. Let's give it a shot. John Wick 5. There's the header.
Which one? The Concorde. Fuck. No.
Ballerina
You need
2.
an F4 for that.
Okay. So this guy's coming in. And he's also, the other thing he's got is a radio jammer, because that's a thing.
That is a thing. I don't know if that's a thing yet, but it's a thing.
I don't think the you can jam infrared,
radar.
but you can't jam.
You can jam radio.
Just radio. How would you jam radio waves?
You just send a stronger signal across the
guess,
board and turn everything into white noise. Same thing. You don't jam anything. You blare it out with more noise than it can go over the top.
I don't think the F4 Phantom came with that feature though.
Probably not. I don't know when radar jamming even became a thing, to be honest.
Anyway, so the Concorde can't talk to anybody. This guy's hot on their tail, and he's firing missiles. Dramatic maneuvers. And, oh, shit, he's doing another one. At this time, I can't just do the same thing as I did last time to dodge it. We got to shoot it out of the air with our chaff. Wait, this is a commercial plane. We don't have chaff. You know what we've got? Flare gun.
Flare gun.
Okay, shoot the flare gun. Wait, this is a commercial airplane. It's sealed.
Before we even decides we've got to roll down the window and shoot flare guns out of the side of it. He's like, George Kennedy is committed to his role, and what they're asking him to do is terrible, and he's nailing it 100%.
Oh, it's so awesome.
He's like, that son of a bitch is trying to shoot us down. Can you believe this, my new best friend?
Oh my God. And sure as shit, they roll down the window, but it's not enough to roll down the window. They have to do a loop-de-loop.
He's like, all right, bring it up. And then so he does a loop-de-loop. And that causes the F4 guy to be like, okay, I won't shoot any missiles for a second. And then he goes to shoot another missile. And then all of a sudden, George Kennedy turns back to Elaine Delon. He's like, nah, you got to turn it upside down. In those exact words. So he does. And then he shoots the fucking flare out of the window while they're upside down. And the missile just does a 90-degree turn at this flare at 4 miles an hour on screen. It is hilarious.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's so bad. This is the dumbest, I think, part of the movie, and of a very dumb movie, is the upside down flare shot, because the Concorde has a window that could be rolled down. Just stick your arm out there, bud. Dude, we're coming in for a landing, but we're still doing fucking 600 miles an hour. You're not just shooting a flare out the window. But then it fucks up. He's like, reload. And then he drops the gun in the cabin, and the flare goes off inside the cabin, and they're like, oh!
They do the wave, the fireworks wave, because, oh my God, there's fireworks. There's a live flare.
Gary, do something about that. He's super calm, shit, nothing I dropped the flare gun and now there's a flare in here. I can't see. He's like, Gary, do something about that. So Gary calmly grabs the fire extinguisher and puts it out. But Jesus, it's so bad.
Yeah, but at this point, the flare is closest to Gary, so it is kind of his responsibility.
His job, nobody's run and around. Also, the plane the shooting missiles at him is like, did that guy just shoot a flare inside the cabin of that? Like, he's stunned because he stopped shooting missiles at them. Like, now's the time. They can't see shit.
No, he was too busy laughing his ass off.
Right. Look, I gotta be honest. Being a F4 Phantom hitman is a weird gig to begin with, but this is a weird day even for me.
He's like, I cannot wait to tell this to everybody when we get back to the bar.
Yeah, the hitman bar.
Yeah, because, like, cops have a bar, firefighters have a bar that they all go to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's got to be, like, a hitman bar.
Right, it's got to be.
I mean, there's probably a teacher bar.
So, dude fires his last 2 missiles at the same time, and they're like, oh, we're out of flares or all the other evasive maneuvers we can do. We're going to nosedive, kill the engines. That'll make it so it won't detect us. So they kill the engines, and the missiles miss, but now they're in a stall, and they're pointed straight down. They're in a nosedive, and they can't get the engines to start back up, and they all crash into the ocean and die. Because that is what the shot establishes would happen. They don't have engines, and he gets engine 1 to click on about 3 feet above the ocean when they're in a nosedive. They all fucking didn't make it.
They didn't make it.
Because the plane...
But they do.
But the plane right behind them that does have engines does not make it. It crashes into the ocean.
Well, there's a line where George Clooney's like, he's coming after us with... All he's got left is guns, but he's coming after us. And he's like, they're definitely going to crash. I should follow them. Meanwhile, there's 2 Mirages that are now up in the air, and they've done pretty much fuck all, but they watch the F4 blow up and shoot missiles at the explosion anyway.
Right. Yeah, exactly. His tail crashes into the water before they even shoot. Our hitman is dead. The greatest character of this movie is deceased. We needed more of him. We needed to know. What his story was. All right. So now the plane is fine. They've now got the engine started all up, and they're going to Charles de Gaulle, and they're like, we need a net to stop us. So they put up the runway nets like on an aircraft carrier. What's wrong with the brakes? Why can't they stop?
I didn't get this either. So they blow through 2 of these before they're like, maybe we should try the brakes now. Right? And I'm like...
So one of the missiles blew up close enough that it's knocked out the hydraulics and something else. So they can't actually they have emergency brakes only. And they're not going to use them until it's an emergency.
I'm pretty sure stopping is like, it's always... We don't...
Kind of seems like this is an emergency. You're coming in hot.
Well, should we stop? Yeah. Should we do something else instead of stop? No, that's the one thing you have to do. We have to stop.
Oh.
So...
we can't forget because the whole attitude of George Kennedy through this dogfight with a F4, 2 Mirages, and a Concorde, his commentary is among the funniest thing that's happening. And when the F4 finally goes down, he just looks out the back window and he turns and he goes, well, that's the sort of thing that'll ruin your whole day. Crashing into the ocean and blowing up. I suppose it would ruin your whole day.
Hitman and an F4 Phantom, George. It's kind of a not casual moment that we're in. Like, this is dire. Maybe governments are trying to shoot us down. We don't know, but like, it could be World War III, and you're over there laughing it up, buddy. But hey, it worked out because we're in Paris. How about we get you laid, you big dong?
Yeah.
I know a lady that is perfect for you.
She's a porky pig.
She's not.
I think he called him a porky pig.
I don't know. It kind of sounded like he was like telling him she's a porky pig.
This French guy has a lot of mumble talk in this movie.
Sure.
Like, I know sometimes he's speaking French, but other times it's just like, you're like, what? Is there lost in translation? Like, do I think I know enough French to know that is not actually French. It's just you going. So I miss a lot of stuff with this guy. So what they're going to do is they're going to spend the night in Paris and then finish up the flight in to Russia tomorrow after the plane gets some repairs. And so Maggie, our hero reporter, Kevin's like, oh, hey, so I'm in Paris. She's like, okay. And
let's go to dinner.
You want to go to dinner? She's like, okay. And he's like, how about we take a stroll in the dark afterwards? You got the documents on you, on your person, here in the dark. She's like, dude, he's going to kill you, you idiot. He just sent a freaking F4 Phantom to shoot you out of the sky. And you go out on a date with him in the dark?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well, she's trying to actually, in her defense, she's trying to walk home by herself, and he's just following her.
She still went on a date with him.
Yeah, she went on a date with him.
In a public place where he probably couldn't kill her.
He sent an F-14 or F4 Phantom after her, Jackie.
It's a little harder to kill someone in public. I'm just saying.
I think he could have it done. Like, they're trying to kill her, and she's like, well, I want to give him another chance. Plus, I heard the fish is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
What an idiot. And as she's walking away, she says, I still love you.
Mm-hmm.
Man who has tried to kill me, possibly twice, and also is supplying treasonous weapons to America's enemies. Who are enemies? Some of the people that are listed are like crimes against humanity people, like Idi Amin. Like, bad people. Like, I still love. No, this guy sucks, lady. You're an idiot.
The heart wants what the heart wants, Justin.
Robert.
And sometimes that leads to death.
Fucking Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
Is Robert Wagner a good looking man?
No.
Okay. I don't think he is either. I think he's a I don't want to say strong looking man, not like buff guy, but I think he looks like he would have a strong personality. Like he's a strong faced man. But I don't think he's handsome.
He looks like somebody that is in control.
Mm-hmm. Yes, right. Yeah.
And if he doesn't get his way, might turn into a fucking psychopath.
It's weird that you should bring that up, Jackie, because we're going to fucking talk about goddamn Robert Wagner at the end of this podcast. I was just talking about him visually, whether he was a handsome guy or not, but you hit the goddamn nail on the head, and I don't even think you even know how hard you hit that nail on the head. Okay.
Now I'm kind of nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Sam knows. Okay, meanwhile, the repair guy.
I think everybody except Jackie knows about the Natalie Wood thing. I don't know,
dude. It was a pretty big shocker when I found out, and it wasn't that long ago that I was like, what? Anyways, so meanwhile, the repair guy that is going to repair the airplane has put in now I'm going to air quote this, a bomb on the plane. It's not a bomb. It's way dumber than that.
It's way dumber than that.
It is the dumbest thing ever.
He has to actually, because it's so dumb, in the dialogue, they have to address it being dumb.
Dumber than a
It's
bomb.
like, this seems really dumb, but it's going to work great. Just trust me.
How does it work better than a bomb? We can't do a bomb here. Like you've told me why you're putting this in, but you didn't tell me how it's better than a bomb, because a bomb is very simple. Just it blows up. We actually like it destroys its own evidence in the explode. Like it's a good thing to do if you're a bad guy. Is bombs Yeah, it's like why it's our staple. It's our go-to, you might say.
Sure.
Like we don't need to have a better mousetrap here, but okay, let's run with your. You know what? I'm putting you on the hook for this one. Yeah, this is all you, bud. See you later.
I feel like he might be pretty right that if a door just came open at Mach 2, shit's gonna go bad real fast.
It's gonna go bad, but dude, bombs work better. It's not more efficient than a bomb. It's dumber.
Those are hard to like make and get there.
I don't
this
think
is
they
just
are.
like rigging the door to open
Like
up on
you
its
can
own.
make bombs in your kitchen. Like it's
This guy didn't have that much time.
Nor did he have the appropriate sized mixing bowl.
But he's got time to make a door opener, an electronic coded door opener.
Dude,
I'm
it was a
like-
replacement part that because he takes out the original part, right? And then he replaces it with a faulty part. So it's not like...
No, he puts a big box on it that's got a timer on it. It's his
Right.
thing. He made this, and it's only applicable to this situation.
He's been
added
waiting
the
10 years
timer.
for this.
Yeah,
Since
he
they
added
built
the
the
timer,
Concorde.
but, it was originally like just a faulty part that he found in another plane. He's like, I'm just going to keep this at my house and put a timer on it just in case anybody wants to pay me monies
In case
to kill
someday
people.
me, the airport employee, is hired to not blow up a Concorde, but open one's cargo door open.
Yeah.
It has
So-
to look like an accident.
What happens to Dr. Kevin Harrison's resources at this point that, a couple hours ago he can phone in an airstrike, but now he calls some guy to hire another guy to sabotage the airplane
And pay him in cash.
and pay him in cash.
The movie
In
makes
francs.
sure we have to know that this guy was paid in cash. Because also he's an idiot. It's not just
He's an
the
idiot.
bomb. He gets paid, okay? And then he duct tapes the money to his chest instead of carrying it out of the airport in a briefcase, because one thing I know about airports is you get checked in on the way. It's like you go through security on the way in, but you don't on the way out. Also, nobody's looking for you to have suspicious money all over the place unless you were to duct tape it to yourself and then have some of that money fall out of your pants. And even then, we're not going to be that suspicious. We'll just be like, dude, hey, you dropped $50. Dude, you dropped $50. And now you're running away
Also-
from us with money flying out of your pants. Now we know something's wrong. You idiot.
And you
Well-
work at the airport and you're going through security.
Right? On the way out.
On the way out.
And instead of running out the front door while he's chased by security, he runs out into the runway just as Concorde's taking off. Is this the missed opportunity of this movie? Should the Concorde have smashed this guy, or are we good with him getting blown away by the jet engines and all this money flying all over the place?
Well, I don't think you can hit him and put it on TV.
Even if you didn't show anything, if it was just, whoa, did we get him? I don't know. And then it's implied that they got
You
him.
lose the ability to have the cash fly around.
Yeah.
What if a dollar landed on their windscreen and they're like, oh my. Well, on we go.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Looks
honestly,
like he had one more tip for us on the way out.
and I mean,
I'm going to
honestly,
think about him while I'm boning a prostitute later.
when I used his $10, it just fell on the windscreen.
Right.
Good thing I can open up this window and grab it. That's what George Kennedy would do. He'd open up. I got the $10. Look at this. Ha 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 ha.
He totally would. That is his character. Oh my god. Okay, so the cargo saboteur hatch bomb device thing does its thing. It opens up, but it doesn't even open. It just unlocks it, and the air pressure does the rest. It slides it open a little bit, and they're like, did you just feel something? I don't know. Let's carry about our business. That slight crack in the cabin where the cargo hold has made the carpet of the plane start to rip like an earthquake.
Yes.
Like a rip in time of the carpet. Not the plane itself, just the felt carpet is coming apart. And nobody feels it. It's not like, oh, geez, we're being all sucked around and stuff.
That's not true. The guy who is super high that just came out of the bathroom, Boise, he
feels the carpet. He says it feels like the floor is moving. I'm saying like the air pressure didn't rip the carpet because nobody inside the cave. There's no newspapers flying around or anything. Mass didn't come down. It's none of that. It just ripped the carpet. That's it. Yeah. It is so weird. I don't,
and it doesn't affect the pressurization at all yet.
I don't know how to explain the carpet getting ripped. And it's all the way down the plane. The carpet has been split, but the plane is still in one piece. Until it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now the hatch. Go ahead.
I kind of like the foreshadowing with the carpet. I'm like,
yeah, but it doesn't make sense.
Shit's about to go down. But it also like alerts the French pilot that, you know, Captain Paul Mitrand. Mitrand. I know French don't talk right. Like,
yes.
Oh my God.
The French don't talk
he
right.
He has seen this before. This ripped carpet.
I know.
Down the airplane.
I know what that means.
Like, I know.
I have seen this in simulations.
Oh my God.
The ripped carpet is bad. It means the cargo hold is open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he runs back because he's like, oh no. Me oui.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre rip in the carpet. Not good for ladies. If their carpet is ripped, it might be bad.
You must quit.
If their carpet is ripped, you must quit. Oh, wait, there's a split in this carpet and a man in a boat. What should I do?
A man in the boat? I mean,
You're not getting it.
I know what a man in the boat is. I know what that implies.
I think I get it, but I'm not sure.
A split in the carpet.
Oh, no.
You mean like a hatchet wound?
Oh, my God.
Nope.
This is terrible.
Not what I meant.
Oh,
okay,
no, it is what you mean. You just don't know what a hatchet wound is.
Okay, I think, moving on.
What is
so many years of regrets that I have.
Vagina have to do with the carpet, Jackie? Doesn't make sense. Your joke stinks.
Because they call pubic hair carpet.
No, they call it
rug
a rug.
Munching?
It's a rug, not a carpet. I guess you could carpet muncher.
Never mind.
You can march carpet too. Okay. All right, I guess. That's a stretch though, lady. Okay, so now the luggage is flying all out, and we better hope Charo did get off that plane. Otherwise, that dog didn't make it. But I think
she got kicked off.
That dog probably made it because she just went up to first class and.
No, I think she's kicked off the plane. I think Sam's right. She didn't have a ticket. This is 79. You could just wander in and out of airplanes that are on the run. You could just do whatever you want.
That's true.
You're like, are you supposed to be here? Got me. Bye.
Gucci. And she walks away. So now decompression's happening. Oh, they're in a nosedive. Oh, and they level out at 20,000 feet. Whoa, that was close. But I guess that fucked up their fuel because now they don't have enough fuel to get anywhere. So where are we going to put this thing down? We're in the Alps. Also the owner almost died because he almost got sucked out of the plane by a hole in the floor.
Yeah, he looks like he fell in the toilet when he's doing this whole thing.
They got to land it on a ski slope because that's all there is in the French Alps, I'm guessing, which isn't the way to Moscow.
they're like, oh, we're down. We have to be down under 10,000 feet now because the cargo door's open. We're not coming apart. Why are we ejecting fuel, David Warner? You know what? I don't know, but that's happening. So
also,
we're
why
in trouble.
are we in the French? The French Alps are south of Paris.
Sure.
Paris is basically on the
something
same parallel as Moscow.
About a storm, so they needed to go around.
Yeah,
it.
maybe they did go south. Okay, but either way, they're there, and they got to land on this ski slope. And Robert Palmer, he quote unquote marries the flight or the gymnast. He arranges his own wedding, or what is it? Overseas? Is that when you officiate his own wedding? Is he also able to do that because he's Robert Palmer?
No one
Wasn't the
knows
guy in Fight
the sexy
Club?
business.
What?
Wasn't the guy in Fight Club that dies also named Robert Palmer?
Paulson.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
And that's fucking Meatloaf, Jackie.
Bob had huge bitch tits.
Well, he would do anything for love.
But he wouldn't do that.
I guess he wasn't addicted
Not
to
marry
love.
somebody. No, he was not addicted to love.
I had a friend that whenever that song came on, she'd sing, "Might as well face it, it's my dick that you love." I thought that was fun. That's how I always think of it now.
A girl sang that to you?
Yeah, dude, it was in college. That's how she riffed on it.
Did she have a ding dong?
No, Jackie, it's a joke. Like, it's a riff on the song.
Are you sure she didn't have a ding
you ever
dong?
heard like a Weird Al song? Like, he wasn't actually fat. Like, you can riff on things, and like it's satirical and sometimes spoofing or lampooning, you might say. Kind of what we do on this show.
I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of nerd shit.
Yeah,
I mean, Sci-Fi
it's
Channel.
Fucking Stargate right there.
It's obviously
Stargate.
aliens.
Okay. So they skid stop on the mountain. Yay. But they're buried in snow because this thing acted like a big old shovel on top of them. And they're like, I smell jet fuel. Get out of here.
But we have to mention that the mobilization of ski patrol is as impressive a response as I've seen in an emergency unit. The ski patrol here, these guys do not fuck around.
Right. Look, if you crash an airplane, you're going to have a bad time. That's what how they train.
Yeah.
We only want one thing while you're here up on the slopes, and that's to have a good time and maybe shred a little gnar on the side.
Shred a little gnar.
Just a little gnar, shred. Not a plane crashing. That's going to be a bad time.
We are prepared for possibly a supersonic jet to crash here, at which point you're going to see some shit in terms of ski patrol mobilization.
We want everybody to have a good time, so as soon as we get that plane situation taken care of, we can go back to shredding a little gnar.
Yeah. And some of us are going to have to teach pizza and french fries.
Yeah. But there's always cocoa in the lodge.
Yes.
Even if you crash an airplane on the ski slopes, you can still get cocoa in the lodge.
Yes.
Okay. Everybody gets out just in the nick of time, and the plane blows up, and Kevin hears, what's her name, Maggie, saying that she's got a big story coming that's not just this one, and so he grabs a 45 and aims it at his face.
He doesn't hit himself.
He doesn't hit himself.
He doesn't hold it. Like, the way that he grabs this gun to shoot himself is like, I don't really want to do it.
Ew.
Ew.
So he misses, but the bullet pierces the fuselage of the plane. Now he has killed himself and the pilots that he hired.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the freaking movie. And the movie ends with a shot of a Concorde flying across the sky, which is why I say, is there just one Concorde? Like, did they fix this one?
Yeah.
And if they did they hire Roy?
Yeah, Roy who's still laying on the side. Oh, I tripped. I have to pay my monies.
Eddie Albert he's in the lodge having cocoa, and they're like, well, that sucks for you that your only Concorde blew up. And he's like, no, the escape patrol guys are going to have that thing back in the air in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, questions, Jackie.
How many times do you think he goes back to that prostitute?
Oh, dude, he loved her, and he knows. But he every time he's in Paris, 2,000 francs.
I think so too.
How much do you think 2,000 francs is? I don't really know the conversion there. I don't know anything about French money. I mean, a franc is not what their money is. They use the euro, but I don't know how that. And the euro is worth more than $1. So, is it like if it's worth? I mean, it was a pretty easy conversion. Like, was it $2,000 ish? More than $2,000? That's a lot of money for a prostitute. She did spend the night.
Yeah, they're about the franc was stronger than the dollar in '79, so
yeah,
127.
So
he spent $2,500 on her
to spend the night. Like, that's a lot for a prostitute.
It's like $10,000 in today's money.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't Jennifer Garner's character a pro, like that level of pro in Catch Me If You Can? Like, this is like Ritz-Carlton, expensive prostitutes, not street walkers, painted ladies, women of the night. Where do you find? I don't know, man. I'm starting to think, no, he doesn't. He can't. He can't afford that. There's no freaking way. Pilots do pretty decent, but they don't do that decent. Chuck down 10 grand on a night. No.
And do you think that her call name is Porky Pig?
No.
And that was the joke?
No, I don't. I don't think that hookers have call names.
Code names?
Are you sure?
I'm not, but if the movies have taught me anything, no, they don't. They have, no, they do. I mean, there's like Starla and Vanessa.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, that's a good.
Sugar.
Yeah, there's probably Sugar. Natasha, she's the Russian one, but she's really just from fucking Phoenix,
New Jersey.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Porky Pig, but I mean, like, is Porky Pig available tonight? I don't think anybody's. I don't think she likes that. I don't think she'd like that at all. I think she wants to be named something sexy.
I don't know. If I was a hooker, if you guys were hookers, what would your guys' call names be?
Street Justice.
Mediocre at best. Probably not that great of a time, I'll be honest. Like, that's my whole name. Probably not that great of a time, I'll be honest.
His code name is 50% off.
And there's a reason.
And it's my pants, not my shirt.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that shirt on, lady. I don't care. I don't care what your kink is. I'm gonna Pooh Bear you all night long. Oh, also the price is half off too, because I suck. Yeah. This is not going good for you or me, to be honest. I don't enjoy it either. I'm sorry for both of us. Okay.
That's why it's half off.
Right. Okay, Sam, question.
Is this the only airplane movie that we've ever done that just doesn't have any air traffic control in it at all?
Well, I think because this isn't a Fly Hard. This is a disaster movie. All the Fly Hards have to have that element of the traffic control, air traffic controller, because you need Reginald Denning. You have to have the cop down on the street who's going to become your best friend after you get done fly harding, and then you do the predator handshake with at the end of the movie.
Well,
the
no,
disaster
because
movies don't need to have that.
Airport had George Kennedy was on the ground crew. There was air traffic control to the point that when Airplane makes fun of it the first time, half of Airplane is in the air traffic control.
Yeah.
Lloyd Bridges, hell of a day to quit huffing glue. She hits the fan. Some of the best jokes happen in air traffic control. So this is just, there's only like one shot of air traffic control in this whole movie. It's kind of weird.
Would you consider Glenn Close in Air Force One being the facsimile of air traffic control?
De facto air traffic. Because they bring in an air traffic controller.
Right. Yeah, so
they have that.
I think it's just that we haven't done an airplane movie that isn't a Fly Hard, and Fly Hards have to have Reginald Denning to be Fly Hards. So I think it's just a coincidence. I'm sure there's lots of airplane movies that don't have and some that do, but you don't have to.
Okay, I think that this is rare in that.
I think it is too, but I don't think it's as rare as I don't think it's impossible. I would say it happens. We'll have to start noting that though, moving forward in film watching. Anybody else got a question?
So far out of all of these Fly movies.
Nope. This is a different genre, Jackie. You got to call this, if you want to lump them all together, it's a movie that has airplanes in it.
Oh. Nah, never mind. I retract my question.
Okay.
Because I can't think about all of those movies where there's an airplane.
Yeah, it's a total.
Because that's like, what's the series I'm doing?
Final Destination.
Fear Factor? No, Final Destination. Fear Factor, Final Destination. Yeah. About the same thing.
Right.
Because they have a plane in the first one, so that's not a good question.
This is just a movie with an airplane in it. If you want to lump it all into something, but specifically, it's a disaster movie. Sam, anything else for you?
Yeah. So, Dr. Kevin Harrison, if he doesn't try to shoot down the Concorde with his bullshit missile, thereby failing the test and probably losing out on the most lucrative arms sale that he's ever going to have to this point, he's really just going to face a slap on the wrist, and there's going to be some fall guys involved for the other stuff, right?
Right.
Like, his actions bury him, whereas that stuff getting out would have been like, he shouldn't have shot that guy at the beginning of the movie. He just pins it on him, and that's why he has all that information.
Yeah.
Because it was him doing it.
It was him doing it. Totally. Did anybody get in trouble for Iran-Contra, Sam? Anybody?
Only Ollie North.
Not really. Not even. He got yelled at.
No.
He got yelled at.
G. Gordon Liddy did hard time.
Oh, okay. G. Gordon Liddy's always doing hard time.
Actually, no. The G. Gordon Liddy did hard time for Watergate.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. No, it was another guy like G. Gordon Liddy, but like 6 months, nothing. Like it goes right, and you shot down a freaking commercial jet. Do you think you're getting contracts from?
No,
you're going to fucking prison for life, dipshit. Dumb idea. Slap on the wrist selling freaking AK-47s to Idi Amin. That's a bad thing to do, but dude, I mean, tax money. No, that guy's an idiot. And his missile sucks to show it.
His missile sucks.
Okay, speaking of Robert Wagner, are we ready?
Yeah.
Did Robert Wagner kill Natalie Wood?
Seems probable.
Let me paint a picture for you, Jackie, in my film story thing. In 1981, 2 years after this movie's released, he's married to Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood's a famous actress. She was in West Side Story, some other stuff. She wasn't in Sunset Boulevard. She was in a Sunset Boulevard-y movie. She was a fairly big deal, Natalie Wood. Robert Wagner and Christopher Walken go on a boat ride on Robert Wagner and Natalie Wood's boat, And they all get drunk. And in the morning, Natalie Wood is gone. And Robert Wagner claims that at first he claims he went to bed after they got in a fight. Then the next thing he claims is that he tried to call for help to rescue her after she fell off. The problem with his story is that he didn't call for help until about 4 hours after Christopher Walken went to bed. And Christopher Walken was the only other person that was a witness to this thing. And he was drunk. He went to bed. And in the span of 4 hours between Christopher Walken going to bed and Robert Wagner calling the authorities, she's dead. She's gone. I don't even know if they ever found her.
They did. They found her about 1.5 miles away, and she was covered in bruises.
Oh, that's right. She was covered in bruises
that were not post-mortem. So, and the other weird thing that happened is that for whatever reason, Georgianne Walken didn't go that night. So it was just the 3 of them instead of the 4 of them as it should have been.
There was some little bit of sparks here and there with Natalie Wood and Christopher Walken, is my understanding too, because they were filming a movie together.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, a movie together where they were romantically linked. And Robert Wagner apparently publicly didn't like that. Publicly spoke that he wasn't a fan of their professional relationship. Now, the other super suspicious thing about Robert Wagner is that in the summer of 1981, I think before this happened, he in the investigation was found that he had a bunch of materials related to how search and rescue operations work. That's a pretty big red flag to me. Unless the internet's just being the internet.
Well, it says here, because I'm reading about it as you're talking, that in 2020, statement from a former intern at the coroner's office claimed Wood's bruises were consistent with being pushed off a surface rather than a simple fall.
Mm-hmm. Now, she's an intern.
So it sounds like...
And it's an intern, and it's not...
It kind of sounds like he beat the hell out of her and then pushed her off when she was semi-unconscious.
Or grabbed her and shook her and, how dare you... Oh, and maybe even she slipped after he let her go and bonked her head and she floated away. But dude didn't do anything. At the end of the day, she went in the drink and dude didn't do a goddamn thing. He claims you passed out. So again, I ask you, did Robert Wagner kill Natalie Wood? And if so, how the fuck did he work? Like, he wasn't, like, it should be a big, he's still alive. He's 96 years old. Dude that's not a hall pass to have a happy life after that. Like, ha ha ha, Austin Powers, Robert Wagner, ha ha ha. No, fuck Robert Wagner is what I think. Anyone? Or am I just being an asshole? Trust the cops?
Well,
it seems like he didn't even really miss a beat in terms of his career.
No. And he got married again, immediately after. Now, he did that 7 more times. Not murdered his wife, but got divorced and married immediately after. He's, that's what he does, is get married.
I think that's the main argument why he didn't intentionally kill her, is that he's just too good at getting divorced.
Yeah.
That's the strongest counter argument is, why would he do that when he's so good at getting divorced?
Why wouldn't he do the right thing and say what happened? Why cover it up? To me, it screams cover up, and that's not good ever.
Well, it's kind of like when William Shatner's wife died, right?
Yeah,
she drowned in the pool.
She drowned in the pool while he was home. That one's a little still not that. People do drown in pools all the time. People fall off boats all the fucking time. But people don't fall off boats all the time with bruises on their arm, or, that weren't there before unless something happened to put those bruises there.
Mm.
So, yeah, Robert Wagner. I don't know about...
I mean, there's Vocal.media says, was Natalie Wood killed by Christopher Walken, part 1?
I doubt it.
I'm assuming that's a podcast of some kind. I super doubt that. And then Disney Plus seems to have a Natalie Wood, an American murder mystery that they released about a month ago.
Oh, really?
So,
wow.
And then,
maybe you'll have to check. You like Murder Show, Jackie. Maybe you'll have to give us a follow-up on that after you watch it.
Yeah. And
you're
like
you're not the only
Magazine
person on...
just published something back in November of 2025, 44 years later after her death, like talking about the facts of the case and stuff. So, you know what? I would be willing to watch the murder thingy and, report back what I find.
All right. Well, in 2 weeks, it will be Sam's pick. And Sam?
It was going to be one of those other karate movies with the same guy that we just did.
Chuck Norris?
I can't remember which one. Kung Fu versus Shaolin or something.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha. All right. Well, we'll have it posted, and that's it. Enjoy 2 weeks, gang, and get to the chopper.